Good morning, everybody. It's been a little hot minute since I did a video, and I apologise for my absence. I've been really poorly since Christmas and literally been in bed since Boxing Day. Managed to get up a bit for New Year's Eve. But I think, it's been a stressful period, and the moment we relaxed, my body just went, meh. Get back in bed, missus. So, but lots have been going on, and I just wanted to hop on and say I'm still alive and I'm still here, and there's been a lot of behind the scenes work going on in terms of what Spirit's been doing and talking to me about, and it feels like digging really deep into the roots of my being in order for me to expand, as above, so below. And whether you're familiar with that type of language or not, when we do the work on ourselves, we're actually putting ourselves under a magnifying glass or a microscope and look at our own bullshit and look at why we do things and look at the triggers behind why we react and look at why we avoid certain situations when perhaps they might be beneficial for us, and why we refuse to surrender and open up in relationships because we might have this underlying fear that we're going to be rejected or whatever. They're not personally the things that I've gone through, but they're examples. But my point is, during this season, there's been a lot of time for reflection as we draw the end of 2023, which was quite a tricky year, and we embark on this new year of 2024. And no matter how much work we do on ourselves or how we try and self-improve, when we're in communion with Source, we're given wisdom and we're given insight into what we perhaps might not be seeing within ourselves, like the blind spot. And there's been a lot of blind spots revealed to me where I'm almost taken right back into my past and shown specific events that may have altered the way that I approach life, and to go back and change them so that I can view life in a different way. It's like having train tracks that you've got the option to go left and right, and there's that kind of valve in the train track, and you might have gone that way because you were hurt, and then Spirit's like, let's reverse. I wanted you to take that route, so let's change the way that you respond or the way that you react to that situation to create a different outcome. And so during this period of time, I've done a lot of travelling back in time, so to speak, going back to old memories of being a child and having a different reaction or a different conversation with the people that hurt me. Going forward, things that have happened where perhaps I've reacted and it's caused a wound in me or something in me that now, if I met a situation that felt similar to that, I would, panic and take the same route. It's like Spirit saying, no, let's change the narrative. And for me, that is a lot of what's been happening drawing to the end of 2023. We can change our future by changing the way we view the past. And so in that sense, it's like a time traveling Rubik's Cube almost. Like, you can change the narrative, you can change what you're experiencing in the now if you're able to go back and forgive and change the way that you view and see it all as good. When I say good, I don't mean pleasant, and that was, right. Some of the things that have happened to people are downright wrong, and and it's not excusing, and it's not saying the things that have happened to you are okay or acceptable, but they've happened nonetheless. But it's how we respond to them that gives us the empowerment or the disempowerment, depending on how we approach it. And I want to feel empowered, so I've been returning to memories and situations and circumstances and just choosing to forgive those that have hurt me, choosing to view things in a different perspective, particularly in childhood, where I've travelled back now as a parent or now as a grown woman and able to see that actually my parents were probably really stressed out for some of the things, the crazy moments we've had, and just say, I understand. So in essence, in short, because I don't like to waffle for too long, maybe put yourself under a microscope. It's not always everyone else's fault. It's actually we are in control. We are not out of control. Some things we can't control, but we can control how we react and how we respond to things. And that ultimately gives you that control, because you can choose to react or you can choose to respond from a place of perspective and understanding. And, you know, there's so many opportunities to have arguments or tit for tat or react or think you're right and all that jazz. But does it actually benefit you to be in this constant reactive state? I would challenge you to put everything down and to view things from a really external perspective and see things from the other person's point of view and see things outside of the lens of your own experiences.